Smith.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Screen by Fareed. 4 on the clock. Puts the move on. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And it's Hill penetrating beyond the arc. And James with the basket on the assist by Hill. James has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Westbrook against Hill. Outside Westbrook. Valanciunas with a screen on Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook drives in. Count the bucket. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Smith on the wing. Here's Thompson. Back to Smith. He kicks it to Thompson. Outside Hill. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. James misses. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Westbrook looking for it. His first basket still in this one. Here's Leonard. He dishes it to Fareed. Kicks it out to Allen. From 17 feet out. And he gets the jumper to drop.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's Westbrook. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Fareed, right side. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Cleveland leading by 3. Over in the corner, Barnes. Noah the screen to the paint. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here's Fareed. Davis with some nice D.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Dellavedova. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has Tremendous passing skills and instincts, and the energy of a mountain lion.
Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Noah. Thompson comes in for Davis. Young's checked in for Matt Barnes. And LeBron's subbed in for Ian Clark. Pistons trailed by 7. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul. So for the Pistons, Mozgov, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Tamari Carroll comes in for Kenneth Faried. And it's Green in for Tony Allen.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pistons trailed by 7. And here's Green outside. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Evans is checked in. And then for Cleveland, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Chandler. Smith comes in for Nick Young. And it's Hill in for Matthew Dellavedova. And he gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Smith with a wide open look. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. And the Pistons were a better team last season than they were in 2014. I mean, they still ended up bottom in the Central Division, but most of it was because of how strong the Central really was last season. And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Good D by Thompson. James wide open. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now a timeout called by Detroit. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Detroit. Pistons trail by 11. Dishes it to Carroll. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Green, no luck. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-7 run. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 6 points for Smith.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Picked by Mozgov. Pass to Green. Green missing again.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Smith, no luck.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Shakes him. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Prigioni, defended by Griffin. Back to Green. Tries yet again. And Carroll gets it to go.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Hill kicks to Smith. To the inside. Thompson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Pierce is checked in for Thompson. Here's Prigioni. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Evans, a screen on Hill. And here's Green outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. Head to the line. For Detroit, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 16. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
No other way to put it, Greg. They've made it really look easy so far.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Roberson in the 2. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now here is Hill. 6 to shoot. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Noah dishes to... Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. After Westbrook's missed 3. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Cavaliers timeout.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
And it's Leonard again missing.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Dellavedova. Here's Noah. And Faried sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's Hill. It's a 16-point game. 5 on the clock. Pierce. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
At the line for the Pistons.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Stolen by Pierce. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game, if you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Smith for three. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Allen outside. It's stolen by Smith. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Moving it up. Pierce kicks it to Noah. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And he lobs it up. And Fareed throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Chandler. Griffin comes in for Joakim Noah. James checked in for Paul Pierce. And George Hills subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. So Stan Van Gundy is going to talk to his team here. Timeout.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Barnes, he's checked in for Cleveland. Young comes in for J.R. Smith. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Screened by Valanciunas. And Westbrook, here we go. And he gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. A 3 from Leonard. Kept alive. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York. And Young kicks to Hill. Here's LeBron. Pick up by Hill. And James throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Griffin kicks to Barnes. Cleveland moving the ball around. The kick out to Young. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
He just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And Detroit has possession. 15-point game. Allen inside the three-point line. Detroit, no good that time either. Westbrook drives in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Here's LeBron. Can't get it to fall. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Goes up on the wing. Barnes grabs the miss.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter. Oh, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
He's off on the first. And, guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. The dish to Green. Allen left side. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the shot is good.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
Westbrook kicks to Green. Griffin against Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Pistons trailed by 11. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Feeds it to Allen. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Green. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Smith kicks to LeBron. Tipped away. It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith, all alone. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Green, the pass to Leonard. Green with the ball. For 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Hill kicks to James. Tries again. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas. Pistons trailed by 11. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Let's go. Smith with it. Leonard picks him up. It's deflected. James dishes to Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
That's his first personal foul.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Mozgov, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Evans comes in for Leonard. Damari Carroll's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Roberson in for Russell Westbrook. It's stolen by Hill. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. They retain possession. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Chandler comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Barnes in for LeBron.
Assist from Matt Barnes.
Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
2 minutes left.
And really deep through that time.
J.R. Smith.
And that's 11 points for Smith.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Passes it to Green. Kicks it to Carroll. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Green, the screen. Off the pick. And Evans throws it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from three-point range. Green's got 6 points.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Nobody near Barnes. Got a piece of it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Chandler. And James subbed in for Barnes. Now James. 8 points for him. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Roberson. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers on top, up 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Palace.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Smith. 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
The Cavaliers leading by 10.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Griffin is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Detroit ball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Leonard against LeBron. And stolen by LeBron. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the road.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Cleveland leading by 10.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Cleveland. Over to the wing. And Fareed kicks to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Fareed goes in. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Leonard. From about 16. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Leonard against LeBron. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
A different look now for Cleveland. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Fareed. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level? That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Faried. 6 points for him. Outside Leonard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Great defense that time from Noah. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. Clark's got 5 points so far. Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Faried. And he goes in for the dunk.
And really just led him to his sweet spot.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Detroit making a switch here. Green's checked in. Griffin's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Green kicks to Westbrook. Faried the basket to Allen. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Green inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
The tray. That doesn't go either for Green.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
You no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Allen's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 6. For 3, Smith. Detroit with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Outside Westbrook. And he's good on the 3-ball. Westbrook's got 19 points.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now.
Whoa! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime. That
was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Roberson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Paul Pierce.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Hill kicks to Pierce. Now the feed to Noah. Makes it off the glass. Noah's got his third bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Off target from the wing. Cleveland leading by 6. Smith on the wing. Here's Chandler. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Shot is off. And Detroit the other way now. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. It's Mozgov, high post, to the inside. Lets it go with the 3. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Davis has checked in for Cleveland. There's Mozgov. Detroit, no good that time either. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Hey, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Pierce. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Roberson. 6 points for him. Green against Pierce. Lock at 6.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now here's Pierce. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Pass to Davis. Smith kicks to Hill. Noah the screen to the middle. Off the screen. Carroll with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
The drive by Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
For 3, Smith. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Joakim Noah. Free throw drops for Smith.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave his team an incredible edge defensively.
Carroll kicks to Roberson. Carroll against Smith. Kicks it out to Leonard. On the wing, Green. Off target from outside.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Nobody near Leonard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. We'll get right. Back to the action when we return. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Allen is out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Here's Roberson. He's guarded by Hill. Roberson the pass to Valanciunas. And good on the basket. Book it. 10 points for Allen.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Hill, no good.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Russell Westbrook in for Detroit. Dellavedova, that's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Westbrook drives in. Good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Noah the screen. Dellavedova dishes to Noah. He feeds it to Dellavedova. That one a little long.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
To take the lead. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Back to Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Dellavedova kicks to Barnes. Looking to end the run. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Valanciunas. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Over in the corner, Barnes. That's short off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Leonard on the wing. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark kicks to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. Rebound, Detroit. Fareed's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Allen passes to Fareed. Valanciunas dishes to Allen. Westbrook against Hill. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Allen passes to Leonard. Now Cleveland moving it up. Griffin with the ball. The pass to Smith to take the lead. And another miss by Cleveland.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They'll have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fareed.
3 points, Dragons.
Griffin dishes to Thompson. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And here's Leonard from 3. There's the bucket. Good. Leonard's got 15 points here in the second half. The drive by Hill. Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. That's tipped. LeBron kicks to Thompson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And Westbrook, here we go. And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. Hill passes to Thompson. Dishes it to Griffin. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron kicks to Thompson. That's a 2 from Smith. Fast break Detroit. Nobody near Allen. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Griffin goes in. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Takes the 3. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith again. Allen. Right side, Griffin. And that one is stuffed right through.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Well, I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
Here's Westbrook. And the rejection by James. Leonard attacking. No good. Good D by Thompson.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Daniel Green. He's checked in for Tony Allen. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Smith with the defensive effort. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Detroit. Hibbert comes in for Fareed.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that at this time in a ball game.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay? So that just lets you know. The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, huge. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Green, the screen. For 3, Westbrook. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Looking at the game Green has been having, he has 9 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Stolen by Westbrook. An even 3-on-3 break. Green gets to Leonard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That free throw good from Thompson. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Detroit leading by 6. Leonard dishes to Westbrook. He kicks it to Green. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's James. Leonard with the steal. Mozgov kicks to Green. Leonard on the wing. James covering. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Westbrook passes to Hibbert. Back to Leonard. .102 left in the fourth quarter. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Detroit.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They sure did, Kevin. They shot much better, and that improved their confidence as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots, and that's just what they did.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Cavs.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Russell Westbrook. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Evans, he's checked in for Detroit. Roberson comes in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Cavaliers, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for James. And it's Hill in for J.R. Smith.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Roberson. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And the Pistons lead by 17.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time